Shalom, shalom. Real Hebrew Israelite coming week in, week out. The prophesy the downfall of America in this society. I'm gonna start off giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hakadash. I'm gonna honor to our apostles, the elders, the GMS, and brothers and sisters doing this work. And the chief sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their head. That's the brother Mother Tawagenge, aka Matai. And I'm coming back with a quick video. And basically, man, it's funny. It's a little funny with the dude that Uncle Ruckus off Boondock. But to be honest, he said something that's really true. I ain't saying this is about all black women, because I do make a difference between black women and so-called black women and so-called black females. I make a difference. I put a difference between them, because it is some so-called black women that's actually righteous, that's loving, caring, they really here for you, they'll be down for you and everything. But I'm talking about these black females, and 99.9% of black females are wicked as hell. They're not righteous, they're evil. They're 99.9% of them. That's a lot. It's only that 1% of black females that are really cool. And when I talk about that, I'm talking about all 12 tribes of Israel. I'm talking about the so-called Latino, the Native American. 99.9 of them are all wicked. So I'm talking about all them females. And it's only that 1% out of Israel that's righteous. But even right here, man, in this video, Uncle Ruckus said it. I'm going to let it play. So give me a second to go to it. All black. I'm about to let this play long. Let me turn it down, and I'm about to let this play. Give me a second.
This is my the key to happiness is to eliminate all black women from your life. I mean, look at me. No black women in my life. Look how happy I am. I'm happy as a nigga with a new gun.
Now, Ruckus, that is preposterous.
Oh, preposterous. Preposterous. Really? Really? Answer me a question. Is you happy?
Sure am.
Uh-huh. See? No black women in his life neither. Nigga free, and that's how he need to be.
Just because I'm married to a white woman.
The key to happiness is to eliminate all black women from your life. I mean, look at me. No black women in my life. Look how happy I am. I'm happy as a nigga with a new gun.
Now, Ruckus, that is preposterous.
Oh, preposterous. Preposterous. Really? Really? Answer me a question. Is you happy?
Sure am.
Uh-huh. See? No black women in his life neither. Nigga free, and that's how he need to be.
Just because I'm married to a...
Exactly, and he's married to a so-called white woman. You know, that man in that on the Boondocks. And he said the key to happiness is to remove all black women out your life. Now, like I said, I make a difference. The black females, remove them away from you. Don't even waste your time with them, man. Because the scripture says right here in Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High Power God shall escape from her, but the sinner should be taken by her. So only a sinner is going to be taken by these females, man. These wicked, demonic females out here, you know, especially the so-called black ones. You know, that's the top ones, man, because they really evil. They don't have no love for us. They don't care. And then, hey, man, it's just a drain of energy, man. Like I just did the video on the Keke Palmer thing. I don't need a nigga. I don't need him. Well, I just had a baby. I don't need that nigga. He don't need him for all this. Like this just being wicked, man. What is righteous about that? What was righteous about that? Keke Palmer is going to be destroyed. And anybody who following that wave is going to die with her. Simple, man. I'm going to keep going. But this have I found, said the preacher, counting one by one, to find the account which my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man amongst 1,000 have I found, but of a woman amongst all those have I not. Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High Power God hath made man upright, but they sought it off many a vision. So the Lord made man upright. He didn't make these females upright. It's only that 1% of these females out here that's righteous out of the Israelites. That's why, you got my man Murph, my big brother, my big brother Murph, you know, who he always said, leave the so-called black woman alone. That's what he say. I say females. He said, leave these so-called black women alone. He said he don't even look in their direction. That's how he feel. In which he's not saying nothing wrong, because a lot of them is nothing but traps. They make you unhappy here. You can't smile, can't even have a smile on your face. And then you got these simp dudes who make it seem like they so holy. Oh, they the best. You got Dr. Umar. That's why Murphy always say call Dr. Umar when he take a picture with the so-called, white woman. And when you see in them pictures, Murph is happy. Hey, I'm matter of fact, give me a second. I just had to show this picture. Look how happy my brother is, man. Look how happy my big brother is, man. I ain't never seen him smile like this ever in his life when around a so-called black female, because they always trying to find a way to bring you down. They say some crazy stuff. They want to argue. They want to they don't know how to just talk feminine, sweet. They always masculine. Look how happy he is. I just had to make this example, man. Give me 1 second. I just don't want nothing else popping up, man. But then, that man happy. You get bitterness when it comes to a lot of these so-called black females. I mean, and I even say this. You can find some of the Northern Kingdom. It's some decent ones. Like I said, some decent Northern Kingdom ones. But they hard to find as well. Trust me, I dealt with the Northern Kingdom woman too. They nothing but adulterers. So you got to be careful, because they'll lie and act like they ain't dealing with somebody and put you into some stuff. I'm just telling you, because, through my experience, one lied to me. I didn't know she was dealing with nobody, but when I found out, I left her alone completely. But I didn't know, and they be lying, man. So don't act like the Israelite Northern Kingdom one is right either. No, they some adulterers. They more sneaky, because nobody expected out of them. But yes, man, they deaf, man. What it says right here, Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna start at 22. Ecclesiastes 25. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start up at 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. You got, hey, man, that's just true. Any wickedness but the wickedness of these females, man. I'm gonna skip down. The wickedness of a woman changed her face and darkened her countenance like sackcloth. That's how wicked these females are out here, man. They dark. They got that dark countenance on them. They wicked. They evil. They in all type of wickedness. Yeah, it just don't make no sense. Her husband should sit amongst his neighbor, and when he hear it, it shall sob bitterly, because when he hear her voice, he coming. He like, oh man, this wicked female come. Oh man, I'm tired of this woman. Yeah, shouldn't no man be feeling like that to be around his damn woman? He shouldn't feel like when his woman about to come around, he getting sad and tired. He should be happy that she's coming around, because she's so feminine, sweet. She uplifting him, making him happy, giving him encouraging words to keep him going out here in this hell that he already have to deal with on a regular basis, But guess what, man? You got a lot of these wicked females out here who just do wickedness, man. But it's cool. Keep going. Verse 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So, hey, man, let this portion of the sinner fall upon these so-called black females, man. They're going to get destroyed, man. I'm just being honest, man. That's why brother said, man, just deal with the white woman or deal with this woman. Apostle Rakai even said, man, just leave the black woman alone. Leave her alone, I'm just keeping it real. A lot of them is hell, man. It's just the truth. It's hard to find that 1% of that righteous woman. It's hard to find. If you get one, deal with her, you know. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be always perfect when you dealing with her, but hey, man, if you happen to find one, beautiful. But I'm just telling you from experience, ain't a lot of them is wicked. Verse 22, a woman, if she maintain her husband, it is full of anger, impotence, and much reproach. And that's what a lot of these females do. They try to maintain the house. They want to control the husband. If she paying everything, because really if a female is paying some things, hey, she doing a good servant job. She's supposed to make sure her husband is straight. But, you know, we in America. You got a woman paying everything. She gonna give you hell, man. So stay on top of your job, man. Never allow a female to take control. Never. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble needs. This is what they do, man. They won't comfort him in distress. They just, man, this always on some wickedness, bringing him more down than what he is. How that man gonna be happy? That's why Uncle Ruckus said in that video, eliminate all black women out your life. Look how happy this man is. Look how happy I am. He just told the truth. Verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. And that's just true, man. You die. Give the water no passions, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad. And that's just what it is, man. You got to leave these black females alone, man. Get rid of them. Ain't no point in even dealing with them, man. I'm just being honest. Now, if she ain't committed adultery on you, hey, you got to keep her. That's in the New Testament. You can't just put her away. Yeah, Yahweh Shai did eliminate that divorce. Now, of course, you know, brothers, it's a balance to certain things. If she just want to be stopping you from doing the work and all that, she ain't going, and she getting between you and that, then this when the scripture come in place. Verse 26, if she goes not, thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Now, she's stopping you, like I said, from doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. She getting between that. She getting between the brotherhood. She doing all this wickedness. It's time to get rid of her now. Now you get rid of her. Now, she ain't coming between that and doing this and that. Y'all have a little arguments here and there. You really can't get rid of that woman. That's just the truth, man. That's in 1 Corinthians. You cannot get rid of her, man. I'm just being honest. Now, if she ain't doing none of that, that's 1 Corinthians chapter 7. I think verse 10, you can't get rid of her. Now, she doing all that, you can get rid of her. Ain't no point in dealing with it and giving yourself a headache. But, man, it's just showing you the truth, man. You don't get no happiness from a lot of these black females out here, man. Straight up, man. They just wicked. They just wicked as hell. They gon' it's like dealing with a scorpion. Give me a sec. This is Proverbs 21:9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. So it's like it says, better to deal on the corner of a housetop than to deal with a brawling woman in a wide house, man. That's just sound doctrine. You don't want to deal with no woman you got to fight with all day. Skip to verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. It's better to dwell in the wilderness than be in the house with a contentious and angry woman. And that's just straight up, man. Because now you just angry, you ain't happy. So, hey, man, that was sound doctrine on that, man. Hey, man, stop looking through these black females. If you don't find a decent one, leave them alone. Just leave them alone. It was a verse of Murph. Leave them alone. Straight up. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And a few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. Keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom Barakatham and Abba Ball.